Had his neighbor that she would always.
Casey was kind of on the back.
Bethany, are we good to go?
We are good to go.
Okay. I will call to order the December 8th meeting of the Plan Commission. Can we have a roll call, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry? Here. Commissioner Krillenberger is absent. Commissioner Hurley?
Here.
Commissioner Jablonski is absent. Commissioner Cernovich is also absent. Commissioner Willoughby?
Here.
Commissioner Fiasconi?
Here.
Commissioner Carter?
Here.
Chairman Cashman?
Here. Okay, now, on our agenda, this is a time for public comment if it's for something that's not on the agenda. Anyone here wants to speak to that? Nope. Okay, we'll move on. The next is approval of minutes from our November 10th, 2021 meeting. Do the commissioners have any comments or suggested changes to the minutes as submitted? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the minutes as submitted?
Motion to approve?
Have a second?
Second, Willoughby.
Bethany, can I have a roll call vote, please?
Commissioner Curry?
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley?
Abstain.
Commissioner Willoughby?
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi?
Abstain.
Commissioner Carter?
Abstain.
Chairman Cashman?
Aye. So we might have to reconsider this, right?
Yeah.
I did speak with our village attorney about this. I'll clarify with him, but you don't always need the full consent. But I will ask him if we
Okay.
need to bring it back.
If
we
not,
do
just
need to
bring it to the next one.
Yeah, I think it's different for the approval process for minutes versus an actual
Okay,
case, because
right.
we did just talk to him about this. But if we need to bring it back, we'll bring it to the next meeting.
All right, thanks, Bethany. Okay, our next order of business are finding and recommendations. We have two tonight. The first is case A-25-2021 for 36 East Hinsdale Avenue, Performance Wealth Management, exterior appearance review, site plan review, sign permit review to allow the installation of one new wall sign and exterior changes to the facade of the building in the B2 Central Business District. Do the commissioners have any comments on the findings of fact and recommendation as submitted?
None.
Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the findings of fact and recommendations as submitted?
So moved, Willoughby.
Second, Curry?
May we have a roll call vote, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry?
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley?
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby?
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi?
Aye.
Commissioner Carter?
Aye.
Chairman Cashman?
Aye. Our next is case A-26-2021 for 4 North Washington Street, Chase Bank parking lot lighting, exterior appearance and site plan review to allow for the installation of 2 parking lot light poles and 1 wall-mounted light for 4 North Washington Street in the B1 Community Business District. Do the commissioners have any comments regarding the findings of fact and recommendation for that project?
None.
Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve the findings of fact and recommendation for case A-26 for 2021?
So moved, Hurley.
Second, Carter.
May we have a roll call vote, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry?
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley?
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby?
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi?
Aye.
Commissioner Carter?
Aye.
Chairman Cashman?
Aye. Our next order of business is scheduling a public hearing. We have one case. It's case A-36-2021 at 5837 South Madison Street, a special use permit to allow for an automotive repair shop for Hinsdale Discount Tires and Automotive, Inc., located in the B1 Community Business District. This would be scheduled for our January 12th, 2022 Plan Commission meeting. Do I have a motion to schedule the meeting?
Motion to schedule, Curry?
Second, Hurley.
Roll call vote, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry,
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley,
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Chairman Cashman.
Aye. Our next is a public hearing. This is case A-27, 2021 for 777 North York Road, Unit 21, a special use permit to allow for a martial arts studio, a physical fitness facility for Premier Martial Arts, IJKLM LLC, in the B1 Community Business District. Do we have someone here from the applicant? Great. And then we need to swear everybody in?
I do. My name is Kathleen Keating. I'm the attorney for the applicant. I represent IJKLM LLC, and I'm here with Kevin McElroy, the principal of the LLC, who has leased Suite 21 at Gateway Square for Mixed Martial Arts Studio. A special uses permit is needed for this use. It is consistent with the mix of uses currently located at Gateway Square and should have no adverse impacts on adjacent properties. Gateway Square has more than enough parking to support not only its current tenants, but also future tenants, as was established by the parking analysis we provided to the village. Even if you assume the most intense use from a parking standpoint for all of the space that is now vacant, the center still has between 45 and 52 more spaces than it needs. And it's really the availability of that parking which makes this an attractive place to locate for my client. The small studio is of a scale that fits the neighborhood character of Gateway Square. There's no expansion or change to the existing buildings or parking spaces. As you know, the site is fully developed. The applicant anticipates that parents will drop off their children for a class and then either wait for them, observe the class, or shop in the Gateway Square retail establishments until their children's classes are over. We believe this martial arts studio will be an excellent addition to Gateway Square, the adjoining neighborhood, and the Hinsdale business community. Now my client, Kevin McElroy, will tell you more about what his studio will offer. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Kevin McElroy, and I'm going to talk to you about what Premier Mixed Martial Arts is. We also call it PMA. It's the fastest growing mixed martial arts franchise in the country. It also provides best-in-class mixed martial arts for both children and adults. We will provide certified professional instructors to lead 4 to 5 classes per day, 4 to 6 days per week, to raise fitness levels and improve self-confidence. Rather than focus on one style of mixed martial arts, our facility blends 4. We'll talk about karate, kickboxing, Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Kali is kind of like the 5th one. Classes require high activity and high energy, which demand focus and raises fitness levels week over week. If there's 2 things that you guys will remember coming out of this, I would hope it would be 1, our motto, which is no kids are left on the bench, everyone plays. And our goal, which is to counter bullying at schools and in the community through empowering and enriching students' character development. We have 2 programs, a children's program, which teaches 5 to 12-year-olds, and it will focus on self-discipline, character development, self-confidence, social responsibility, exercise, respect for authority, and positive self-image. Children will practice accountability through homework that we'll be giving them, and they'll also be required to do services both at home, at school, and in the community. We also have an adult class, which is for 13-year-olds and up, and what we do there is we focus on fitness, self-defense. We will promote weight loss, stress relief, increase fitness levels, and improve self-esteem as well. Adults will see improvement week over week, and will be able to grow a network with like-minded adults themselves. We are, currently focused on what the state's allowing for COVID, so we will monitor everything that the Illinois state requires. Right now, mixed martial arts for children is allowed, and masks will be required while they do it, regardless of vaccination status. And we will be maintaining physical distance as best as we can to maintain the class. Just to close out, our business goals, IJKLM's business goals, are we really would like to impact the community directly by improving kids' lives through a proven system of martial arts. This particular franchise and this system that they've been using is over 30 years old. We also want to provide a local outlet that will enrich children and adults through physical fitness. I think our biggest competition right now is maybe TV and video games, and we're hoping to get kids more active and, going again, moving again, especially after COVID.
Right.
We also want to teach discipline and develop a community location for like-minded individuals and children so they have the place to go and learn a craft that's been around for centuries. So I thank everybody for my time today.
Thank you.
Excellent. Commissioners, questions? Cynthia?
My question is that your studio will be the first of,
If you want to come to the podium, because if on TV and stuff, they can only hear you if you're near that.
thank you. Your establishment will be the only one where there's actually a volume of people moving to and from the parking facility, dropping off, picking up. My concern is children in parking lots and between cars and parents. Is there any protocol such as a preschool would have or any other establishment that you need to facilitate and make sure it's safe for kids to move in and out? I know that the dry cleaners has 2 to 3 spaces that are allocated for the dry cleaners in Gateway Square. Is that something that's a possibility for you? To actually have designated spots that might be right along the sidewalk so there isn't a danger of kids' safety?
It's not something that we've approached the landlord on, but it's definitely something that's ongoing. We are concerned about the same things, making sure that children are safe. It's one of the reasons why we actually found this location is such a priority for us because it has this very good parking lot. I think to your point, though, there's conversations with the landlord that are ongoing that will hopefully support.
If I could also add, I'm certain that no child will be allowed to leave the facility unless escorted by his or her parent. So it's not as though you're going to just open the door at the end of the class and the kids are going to run
They can
out.
Run out.
Because they're
Well, I
not
think
walking home.
That would be.
So I would think that.
Probably a safety's sake, they probably would want
Yeah.
a parent picking the child up.
And just logistically trying to think about this, the location isn't right on the parking lot. It's
Right.
actually
Right.
tucked back. So
Right.
there is that ped mall that
Right.
would
Where
guide
they could
children
wait.
with their parents through the ped mall into the parking lot.
Right.
I think you bring up a good point, though, about talking about designated spaces. And it's something that we just haven't furthered because this has been our priority.
Is it the space that's like in the northeast corner where, what was it, Campus
Campus
Colors?
Colors.
Yeah,
Used
Campus
to be?
Colors
Is that where it
used
is?
to
Yeah,
that
it's
space?
right next to the new breakfast restaurant,
Yeah,
too.
the place that replaced Egg,
The
right.
new breakfast restaurant?
Right.
Is
Yeah, and
it
you can
pretty-
sort of drop off kind of there
it's a pretty
too.
direct shot, and there's
Yeah.
benches in there and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's that ramp right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, my daughter did dance, and typically the parent would park and go in and get.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, that
Right.
seems like a pretty standard procedure unless they're, teens.
Right,
And
you
then
can't,
they're,
from a safety perspective, you can't let kids just leave.
Even if you did, I don't think parents would let them. We're
No.
pretty good at helicoptering.
There may be carpooling involved, but that's all, just carpooling.
Any other questions, Pat?
No,
Cynthia?
thank you.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, just, your application said 4 days a week, and I think you just mentioned 4 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
I just wanted some
Our
clarification.
plan is 4 days a week. What I
Okay.
didn't want to have happen is somebody Googling the national franchise and seeing that they run 4 to 6 days a week and then
Okay.
having that question, so I wanted to address it here.
Okay, and then hours of operation, is that pretty fixed at 3 to 9?
It depends on the number of students we get per class. We're
Okay.
hoping to go 3 to 9. If we
Okay.
obviously don't have that many students, it would be shortened. But 3 to 9 would be our designated hours.
Okay, and and just thinking of the existing uses there, that's kind of a favorable time frame, because that mall's kind of dead towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
A good amount
from
of
a
those
kid
stores close
concern,
down at
there's
5.
not as much traffic at that time.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, you're right. And it's good, it'll bring business to the mall.
Yeah.
Right.
No questions.
Anna?
No questions from you.
Sorry? Where was the franchise started, or was PNMA began?
It started
They
in
may start
Knoxville,
just taking
Tennessee.
later.
I see, okay.
And right now, I think there's over 200 locations nationwide. Chicago is actually starting to, boom a little bit. But you'll see a lot of them down in Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Utah, actually.
Are there other ones in the western suburbs?
Not yet. Right now, there's only one open, and it's downtown. There's a second one that's about to be open up in Deerfield.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to lunch with the other franchisees on Sunday, and there are some other western suburbs that have currently existing territories, or planned territories, I'm sorry.
Great. Okay, any other questions, Ken? Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see, commissioners, I have a motion to approve case A-27, 2021 for 777 North York Road for a special use permit in the B1 Community Business District.
Motion to approve, Curry?
Second, Hurley.
May we have a roll call vote, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry,
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley,
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Chairman Cashman.
Aye. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Feel like welcome to town. Our next order of business is a public meeting. We have case
Chairman
8.
Cashman, can you make a motion to close the public
Oh.
hearing?
Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved, Willoughby?
Second, Curry?
Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Curry,
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley,
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Chairman Cashman.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bethany. So we have a public meeting, case A-32, 2021 for 820 North County Line Road, final plat of subdivision to allow for the subdivision of one lot into two code-compliant lots in the R4 Single Family District. And for, like many of our commissioners, this may sound familiar, because we saw this before, when we recommended a tentative plat of approval to the board, and then they approved that, and then the applicant is back for final approval. So, welcome. If you could tell us who you are and give us an overview. How many commissioners were here when we did this one before? Okay.
I think there was all of them, if I recall correctly.
Were you here?
I was not here, but I know Mr. Stock, though.
Okay. Shelley, because you're newer. Anna? It's over in the north side of town. There's a through lot. Okay. I was thinking, this seemed familiar, and then I started reading it, I'm like, oh, yeah. I think it was what, October of last year, I thought it said? Well, welcome. If you want to just give us an overview, we'd love to.
Sure. My name is John Stock. I'm with a firm in Wheaton. Mr. Hurley and I cross paths on occasion.
Good.
Oh, it's always been good, too.
That's nice to hear.
This concerns, as you have already noted, 820 North County Line Road. It's the one remaining through lot in the entire area. I mean, within, I would say, 2 or 3 blocks either side. I've driven it, I've been there. And what the trustee, Juanita Durkin, is hoping to do on behalf of her as a beneficiary and 2 other beneficiaries, is to divide the lot such that they can sell the lot and somebody will want to build on it, okay? It meets all the requirements of the zoning ordinance of the R4. It's surrounded by R4. It's, as I said, the last remaining lot. And I really don't have much more to add. I thought your summary that was in your, I think, was it 185 pages?
Yes.
Of what of what our proposal was, touched on it quite efficiently. And I would, I guess I could say that certainly when something is built on it, it's going to add a little bit to your tax base, right?
Absolutely.
And rather than just sitting there as a empty lot. And so I would suggest that they're not planning on doing anything with it now. All they want to do is subdivide it so that somebody else can enjoy the pleasures of Hinsdale.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shelley, any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Anna?
So I saw it in here. What are the 2 lot sizes gonna be now?
I'm sorry?
The 2 lot sizes, what will they be?
The sizes would be 8,842 square feet, I believe. And that was,
66
the
wide and
original lot was
134 deep.
17,000.
Yeah.
17,684 was the
Yeah.
original.
And I think they've been divided into,
8842,
close.
Right.
653 square feet
Yeah.
per.
and one of them is 8842.05. Okay, so it's, I mean, they're within fractions of a foot of each other.
Right.
That was my only question.
Mark?
No questions here? Pretty straightforward.
Pat?
So essentially, when they're built, it'll just be that one has an address on County Line and one has an address on what, Jefferson?
Exactly, exactly.
And the back half of it, that would be the Jefferson portion, is just undeveloped right now?
It is undeveloped, correct.
They had quite a backyard.
Yeah, it's
throw a
quite a
football there.
backyard.
I know, and we know, like, my son's friend lives right next door, and
okay,
that
yeah.
last one on Jefferson, so
Okay.
I know the area, yeah.
The people that are gonna miss it are the ones that play in the yard. They're
That's
in the
exactly his
yard
friend.
there.
I grew up next to an open lot. We called it the jungle. We just, where are you going? The jungle. We just disappeared.
They used to always come over, can we play in your yard? Yeah, just don't break anything.
Right.
Well, it's nice when they ask, you know.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing that it survived as long as it did.
Yeah.
Cynthia, any questions?
No questions.
I think it's great. It's
I do too.
fantastic that it's 2 compliant lots, and it will be somebody's home in the future on Jefferson. So, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you very
Appreciate
much.
it, thank you.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve case A-32, 2021 for final plat of subdivision at 820 North County Line Road as submitted?
Motion to approve, Curry?
Second, Biscone.
We have a roll call vote, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry,
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley,
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiascone,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Chairman Cashman.
Aye. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, our final action item tonight is a sign permit review. It's case A-34, 2021 for 40 South Clay Street, Dooley Health and Care, installation of one wall sign and a new sign face on an existing non-conforming ground sign. And I recognize the logo on your shirt there, so I'm guessing you're with the sign company?
I am. Good evening. My name is Ken Kelly, representing DuPage Medical Group, who is changing over to Dooley Health and Care. Tonight I am here asking for the permission to change their one building sign and to change over their existing monument sign.
That's a lot of work. There's a lot of DuPage medical
There's
signs around.
127 locations active right now.
It's,
We're gonna be like the Google car.
Definitely.
You'll be doing this presentation a few times.
Yeah, right.
This is my 4th one this month.
I bet.
So, and the month has only
And
started.
it's a young month, right?
Yes, yes. It's pretty straightforward. Any questions by the applicants? We've had, DuPage Medical's been before us in the past for this property. I know it was once related to rooftop mechanical equipment screening. Where we had neighbors that had to do with, looking at the equipment, hearing things, so that was involved. I don't recall signage. That might have been a while ago.
The original sign for DuPage Medical Group was installed in 2006. Before that, I do not know when the original sign was installed.
2006. That was before my time. All right. Any questions, Cynthia?
Please tell me, and I'm probably the minute I say this, what does Dooley stand for?
It does not stand for anything.
It's nothing.
It's a combination of DuPage Medical Group and family is the only explanation they've given.
Okay.
I looked on their website and they talk about like do care, like duly responsible for health and care.
Dooley.
Right,
Yeah.
play on words.
Exactly.
Because it's
you
interesting
look
how it
that
says
up?
health and care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I noticed that too. Yeah.
My only question is, does it have to be that big?
So that is approximately the same square footage as the existing sign now.
Because the other one's longer and shorter,
Correct.
this is now shorter.
This
and
is
taller.
taller, correct.
Do you feel it has to be that big?
For where the sign is located on the property, I do.
You do,
The
okay.
sign is
You're
facing.
looking almost a city block to the
Correct.
south.
So, yeah, the sign is facing
North,
north
straight right,
direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's facing completely parking lot, and
Across
you
that parking
can't
lot.
really see it because of trees and parking
Right.
lot.
I barely noticed the DuPage sign. I drive
That's
past it
true.
many times.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you looked over there.
And the sign will be lighted all night?
So the
It goes-
sign is illuminated. It is currently ran on a timer to turn off at 10 p.m. The new sign will be ran on the same timer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's near residential, it has to go off at 10 and on at
Okay.
7 unless there's an activity like urgent care or something that we
Okay.
allow.
And this is
Right.
an immediate care facility that closes at 9 p.m. so they're planning to keep the sign on until 10 o'clock.
One thing, Cynthia, to your comment, because I had the same concern, the DuPage Medical is really long, but also it's just white.
Right.
And I actually think this is maybe visually less obtrusive because, it's a couple shades of blue on a masonry background.
It'll blend a
versus
little
the-
into the-
I think it'll just blend more.
Blend in.
I mean, the DuPage signs are pretty big, or just because of the length of the characters. Other questions, Cynthia?
No, that's it.
Pat?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Mark?
No, I think, having visited the immediate care here, that complex is kind of hard to figure out in the first
Yeah.
place, so I think proper signage is really.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
night.
All right, thank you. Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
unless you're really familiar with it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
signage is needed for wayfinding in that complex, because it's not,
It used to be the Robert Crown Center
did it-
Yeah.
Oh, I
back in the day.
remember that.
First time I saw that glass woman was in there as a kid.
okay.
And I'm like, well, that's weird.
Yeah. my
Where's that
first-
glass woman, as a matter of fact?
Well, I mean.
You don't care about
I don't know where that, it must be on the road, because remember they're doing, it now it's remote, they're going to the
Candor,
students
yeah.
versus,
Yeah, it's called Candor now.
so maybe it's in a van.
It's a mobile unit.
Let's go get the scary woman.
Anyone know the architect of this building?
Oh, this is old, I mean,
It's old, I think it's kind of significant.
yeah, because it's kind of
always
like,
been
it's almost
fond of
like
it.
two buildings connected.
Yeah,
But it's been there since the 60s,
as
I'm
long as I
guessing.
can.
Yeah.
My first visit was with a bleeding kid, so I needed to.
I didn't, there's urgent care in there?
They have immediate care there.
Oh.
They actually have a good immediate.
Yeah, and they,
Yeah, really
wow.
good.
You
Been
live
there
right
more
by
than
the
I would like.
hospital.
I
drove past
I drove
the
past the
emergency room.
hospital.
You
I
must have
walked
been-
to the hospital for stitches myself, so.
But that's how good it is.
Exactly.
You drove to the other
Were you
one.
somewhere else?
Yeah, we were actually meeting our nanny somewhere and then bringing them back. So,
Well, now we have plenty of them around town.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
Yeah.
nice.
No questions.
Shelley?
My question was the same as Cynthia's with the size, but I think your point is well taken. You kind of need to know where you're going, especially given that they do have an urgent care and
Yeah.
you're moving quickly at that point in time.
Yeah, if it were fronting Chicago Avenue, then it'd be different, I think.
Yeah, I
But
think you're
it's-
right.
It's set back so close to the
Right.
tracks.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And there's a lot of, around those townhomes, a lot of vegetation now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, over like
You're
Vine,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really grown up.
Yeah.
Clay, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve case A-34, 2021 for 40 South Clay Street, Dooley Health and Care, installation of one wall sign and a new sign face on the existing non-conforming sign?
Motion to approve Carter.
Do we have a second?
Second, Hurley.
A roll call vote, please, Bethany?
Commissioner Curry,
Aye.
Commissioner Hurley,
Aye.
Commissioner Willoughby,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiasconi,
All right.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Chairman Cashman.
Aye. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll be busy. There's a big DuPage Medical sign facing 83 on
Yes.
Pasquinelli at the surgical center there.
Right.
Working
Yeah.
on replacing that one as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big sign. 'Cause I was involved when the Chicago prostate sign went up, and I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the letters are huge. They're
They are
huge.
huge.
But they're like, it was all about the speed of 83.
Right.
And Westmont was happy to have them.
Westmont did, yeah.
They were really pleased. They were actually wanted the sign facing Pasquinelli to be as small as possible, but that one, they're like, hey, it's gonna draw people to Westmont.
Right.
And then, now it will be Dooley.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Two.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. Curry.
Second, Hurley.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.
Wow, that was quick.
I know, I guess I'll pick my son up.
Yeah.
Tell my wife, be like,
I never know when she sends the agenda. I'm like, okay.
Where are they swimming?
Is this gonna